If you only have one monitor, virtual desktops will become your best friend. One of the best ways to increase your productivity when you're using your computer is to have multiple monitors. Well, sometimes you don't have another monitor due to cost or space, and you want to get by with what you have. Well, I'm going to show you how to use virtual desktops under macOS to simulate multiple monitors. Here is my desktop under macOS, and I'm just going to open up Safari here, and we'll open up a couple windows on that so you can see. So this is what it looks like with just one desktop. And as you're moving around here and you go to different sites and you're constantly moving windows around so you can see what's on each one, or you might have a Google Meet up on one or Zoom and you want to be able to see that at the same time you're doing something else. Well, we can use virtual desktops to set up each desktop as a pretend screen. What this gets you is, instead of maybe only having one or two extra screens, you can have a lot more. So I'm going to show you how to do this with the keyboard under macOS first, and then I'll show you some tricks with gestures on the touchpad. If I use the control key, so I'm holding down control key and hit up arrow, it shows you that I only have one. I moved my mouse up here and it expanded that out. I only have one desktop. Over on the right side here, there's a plus though. So I'm just going to hit that plus and we're going to open up a couple. So now I have 3 desktops. To get to those other desktops, I can use control up arrow and select the desktop. But I can also use control left and right. And you see I'm in the third one. So if I do control right, nothing happens. If I do control left, it goes left, that's desktop 2. And there's desktop 1. So in practice, let's put something on desktop 2. So I hit control up arrow and I get an overview of all my open windows. I'm going to grab the Google window here and put it on desktop 2. And I can click on it to go to that desktop, or I can use control. I went left, so control left arrow goes left. Control right, I'm on that Google one. And this is my third desktop, which I don't have anything on. We will just put on the calendar. So I have the calendar on desktop 3, and this could be your email, this could be whatever you want. Each virtual desktop can be set up with the windows and the apps that you want to use on that desktop, and totally separate from the other ones. And you can easily switch back and forth. So let's pretend this is my calendar and mail window. So I'll open up mail on this one. And I don't have a mail account, so we'll just leave that like that for right now. So I have mail up on this one, and I have my calendar. Control left arrow. I could bring up Google Meet on this one, or Zoom, or WebEx, or whatever you want to use. I could bring up Google Meet on this one. I could have a Google Meet. I can jump back to my productivity desktop if I wanted to, or I can go back to my main window. So this window, I could have my Google Meet on, and I want to go share my screen. Well, instead of sharing my whole screen, I could share a window or an app. So I could share just this window or this tab into Google Meet and go back and look at my Meet and go back and look at my sharing, but what's on this screen is shared with them, so they don't even notice I'm switching back and forth. In the real world, you'd have Google Meet up on one window, what you're working on another one, and you'd move your head left and right to look at both of them. In the virtual world, instead of moving our head and our eyes, we use control left and right. If you are on a Mac laptop, it gets even easier with 3 fingers on the trackpad. So 3 fingers on the trackpad pushing up gives me that overview. 3 fingers on the trackpad pulling down puts it on that desktop. So think of it as pushing things off my desktop so I can see everything. And so 3 fingers up, I can go and select a different desktop. 3 fingers left and right lets me switch virtual desktops, which might be a little bit faster than using control left and right. And if I want to get rid of a desktop, I can just mouse over and hold and don't do anything for a little bit, and that X shows up so I can close it up. So starting over, 3 fingers up or control left arrow gives me this overview. I only have one desktop. I can hit the plus and add me some more desktops. I usually have about 4 on there. I can drag and drop windows on the different desktops that I want to use. And now I can use control left and right or 3 fingers on the trackpad left and right to jump right among my 4 virtual desktops here. So without virtual desktops, you'd be constantly hiding or showing windows or minimizing and maximizing. Here, I can set up this window perfect how I want it and leave it. I can switch to another desktop if I want to do something else. But this window, it could have Gmail up, it could have whatever I'm working on, my gradebook, Google Classroom. And I could easily just switch to another one and I'm all right there. All with one screen, all built in, doesn't require any extra software. So that's how you use virtual desktops on the Mac. If you like this video, be sure to hit that thumbs up button and subscribe. Also, check out my website at educate.me. Stay classy.